Sun Devil fans, following the game of the year, Scotty Gange alongside House of Sparky editor Mr. Brady Vernon. Arizona State 41, Arizona 40. And Brady, what a comeback for the Devils. Down 40-21, they clawed their way all the way back to win by 1 point.
It's been like, I don't even know, like an hour since the game truly ended, and I am still processing what happened on this field. Because they looked lifeless in the third quarter. They were just outplayed on all three phases, and they got turnovers, got touchdowns, and somehow, some way, kick goes wide right, and ASU comes out on top and takes home the cup. And I'm not sure there's a true reason how, but it's a rivalry game, and, you know, the weirdest things happen, like today.
Yeah, listen, things really didn't go right for Arizona State for most of the game, really up until the final 5-6 minutes when they slowly but surely made their way back. I mean, it started off Khalil Tate and J.J. Taylor were running and throwing all over the Devils, making big plays. Sean Poindexter, really the capitalization of that for a couple times, jumping over Kobe Williams, getting past Chase Lucas, scoring points. What did the ASU defense change from the first three quarters to the fourth quarter?
I don't know if they necessarily changed a ton. They just started making more plays. Shari Crosswell came up with the big interception. Next following drive, J.J. Taylor just drops the ball, fumbles on the exchange, ASU recovers it. And yes, Kobe Williams got beat on the jump ball, but Kobe Williams played tremendous today. And like Danny Gonzalez said in the press conference, he's been the true #1 defensive back for ASU all year long. He made a play in the end zone on that final drive. And this whole stadium thought the U of A wide receiver caught it. It erupted. It wasn't true. Kobe Williams knocked the ball away, saved the game. And Manny Williams also talked about Crosswell, that the 17-8-year-old freshman doesn't know what he did today. He doesn't realize how big this rivalry is to ASU U of A people. And it's going to be looked back in 30 years, as Manny said. And I think that's just more to come. He made a lot of good plays today. He had knocked away a 2-point conversion, which ended up being the difference in the game. So it's just they came up, made the plays because their quarterback went up to them, I guess, when they were coming back and said, I need the ball back to win this game. And sure enough, they came through.
Yeah, this game really, it was an instant classic, to say the very least. They win by 1 point. They make their way back. And speaking on, Manny Wilkins, DeMonte King, and the seniors that are exiting with this win, even N'Keal Harry, this could possibly be one of his last games as a Sun Devil. How important do you think it is to them and to their legacy?
Well, especially after how last week went and losing the chance at Pac-12, I think to them, the last thing you can play for is that cup. And not every rivalry is the same, but this one means a lot to these guys, especially for a 5-year senior like Manny Wilkins. And his criticisms have been high and low throughout his whole career, and I think there's a special feeling that taking that cup, taking it to the fans over there, that he won't ever top maybe like marriage and his kids, but that's one way to go out, and that's probably how best way he could go out after not being able to get to the Pac-12 championship. And yes, it's just a game, maybe it's meaningless to others, but it means a lot more to guys that are seniors and been through this rivalry so many times.
Yeah, and that moment especially was super, super special. You see Manny Wilkins, giving hugs to all the fans. His mom was there too. He gave a big hug to her. N'Keal Harry is full tears. Manny and N'Keal embraced. They were both full tears the entire thing. Herm Edwards kind of made his way out of there, just pretty stoic after the win. But speaking on Herm's legacy, at least for year one, is this an exclamation point to a successful season for him?
Well, out of his own words, he'd called this season good, but it could have been better. Could have been a lot better. All 5 games lost by 1 score, and you were a game away from being in Santa Clara next week playing for the Pac-12 championship. And that's where he wants to be. He will consider that a success because that's what he was hired here to do. And it's building those pieces, and on the defense, those pieces are being built. Shari Crosswell has made an incredible jump from where he was in 6 games of the season. Obviously, Merlin Robinson's been great all year. Tyler Johnson's made a position for himself. Darian Butler. The pieces are coming in, and I think to leave on this kind of a note for the seniors was very needed. But it's also, hey, we can win these one-score games, and that's been difficult. Another big thing, they won on the road again. We haven't seen that very many times. And so to do this comeback how it was on the road, maybe that's the turning point going forward in Herm Edwards' reign here.
Yeah, really ironic. I mean, the final game of the regular season, Territorial Cup, they win on the road by 1 point. They've lost so many games by one score. All 5 of their losses this year have been by 1 score. They grabbed their 7th win. The Devils are going bowling. We don't really quite know where yet, but we'll see you there. For one more time, Brady, Vernon, I'm Scotty Gange. Thanks for tuning in. ASU 41, Arizona 40.